we talked about. Now we come to this form of measuring output. Okay, this is called level of effort. It's not used that frequently, but it's something that's relevant to have an understanding of, because when a lot of activities have several sub activities which contribute to the final output, and effort is required at each of these sub activity levels or sub task levels. And if you take this illustration, so we have a illustration where you have a utility tray hanger. Okay, so these are the tray hangers here, and these go on to the ceiling, as you can see here, and using the support here, the utility pipes run on it. So as you can imagine, there will be one hanger here, another hanger here, and you will have the support here with pipes running. So to be able to install utility hangers is definitely a requirement before the utility pipes can be run. And here we have that activity has 3 subtasks. It's fabricate, install, inspect. Okay, very simple, 3 subtasks. And if I take a measurement at one stage, I get 366 units have been fabricated, 185 have been installed, and 41 have been inspected and passed inspection. Now, if I am supposed to take output of this activity based on this data, what would be my output measurement?
Normally we will take only the inspected one.
Yeah. So if I would take only the inspected one, 41. But we can see that fabrication effort has gone, installation effort has gone, there has been significant effort. So how do we account for these?
But from effort, cost is also there.
There's cost, there's money, there's, everything has gone, and you're paid for it, you're paid for labor, all that has gone. Okay, and if I take output only has 41, then it seems low, because I've actually spent a lot more effort on it. So what level of effort does, kind of the concept is, you weigh these different subtasks appropriately. We'll get back to what weightage is based on, and then you find the weighted sum. So here we have taken the weight as 0.4, 0.5, 0.1, and these weights are typically based on proportion of work hours or cost. Okay, so I take the proportion, let's say it's work hours. These are the weightages. I multiply the quantity complete in that category by the weighted, by the weight, and I would get the weighted quantity. And I add up all of this, and I get the amount of effort that's gone into this fabrication works. So in this case, my output would be 243 hangers instead of 41 hangers, which in many projects and in many companies they find is a more realistic way of measuring output rather than just say 41. So there are many nuances in measuring output, and one has to be careful as to understand what you're actually measuring. Otherwise, your productivity measurement system can yield incorrect results for monitoring purposes. Okay, because if your output is not measured correctly, definitely your productivity numbers will be incorrect. Is there a question on this?
Sometimes the inspection also depends on clients, right?
Absolutely.
So if there is some like extra time or extra something is there, so how will that affect the overall project span?
No, so inspection depends on client. If there's delay in inspection, it doesn't count to output, but here even if I have a 0 here for inspection, it still counts towards my effort. Okay, so that's one. Now that is one aspect. Number 2, I have seen several activities where you will find beginning of the week the outputs are 0, 0, 0, 0. Towards the end of the week the output is almost 100%. What does that mean?
The work is not complete.
Yeah, the beginning of the week it's all the subtasks are being done. Towards the end of the week the whole thing gets fabricated. So you will get if you're trying to measure daily productivity on that, you will get a very kind of incorrect view of what is actually happening on site. That is, if you take a daily view. If you take a weekly view, that might be okay. But similarly, it need not be weekly. It could have, the subtask could extend over 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So it's important that the planning and the execution team understands what output measurement is required, and use it appropriately. Okay.